What up, everybody? It's Uncle Chrissy. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Please do make sure that you take a quick second and subscribe to the channel. Got something fun here for you today. Got a pair of sneakers. A pair of sneakers that I am most excited about. I've been excited about this pair since the first leak started happening of it last year. I was actually working to customize my own self a pair of these based off the, what was it, the black and Carolina blue pair last year. I soul swapped them, had them ready to go, and then the leaks came out that this pair was actually releasing. Y'all know my rule. If a pair is actually already in production, you're making a custom of it, then you're making a rep. So I stopped dead tracks, and hopefully I can get the genuine. Now I got the genuine article right here. So without any further ado, y'all know me. My #1 silhouette is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG, and one of my most favorite colorways of all time is a dark mocha. So that's what we have right here today, is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG dark mocha. This pair releases in the US second half of September. I believe September 21 is the target date. If you are looking at these, I do want to tell you that stock is not looking great on them. I know it's a bit early to talk about stock numbers, but from what I've seen so far, even if numbers double from where they are at right now, it's still not going to be great. So let's take a look at these. I was fortunate enough to get a pair of these in hand early, and yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, the box. You can see Jordan does this from time to time, breaks away from the red, the bright red that they do on most of their Jordan 1s. So this is kind of a weird color. I wouldn't call it brown. I mean, it's probably the closest thing you can get to the mocha that you see on the shoe itself. Honestly, it looks a little bit more like a mauve than it does anything else. Almost like the taupe haze. Looks like that color a little bit. Yeah, other than that, standard J1 box. I'll zoom in right there so you can get a look at the label. But yeah, nothing too special. Standard Air Jordan 1 box. So here we go, sports fans. Yes, sir. So the Jordan 1 low tops in general, in my opinion anyway, you see a little bit of a better quality than you do with the high tops. Definitely better than you do with the mids. So that's one of the reasons that I like them. Other reason is that you know, I'm not 6'5", and sometimes the high tops go up a little high on me. So I like low cut. You can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with shorts, you can wear them all year round. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the high tops and shorts look, so these keep me fresh all year long. But let's get into it. So this is the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha Low. We'll get in nice and tight. Give you a 360. Undercarriage. So one thing I always like to see when you got suede or nubuck or anything like that is, do we have any? So here it is, that deep dark mocha that we all came to see. It's got some responsiveness to it, nothing special. You rub your finger across it, you will get some trails, but the color is absolutely gorgeous, no question about it. See them side by side. Honestly, I love the shoe. Like, there's not a ton to say about it. You know, there's no crazy backstory to it. You know, obviously the mocha first debuted with Travis Scott with that high top, and then the low top again after that. And then they put out the high top in this exact same color blocking in November, right? I think it was October of 2021, and I got the pair here. I'm going to do a side by side in just a second, of 2020, and now they got the low top to it. Nike does that from time to time. They'll have a collab pair that does really well, and then they'll put out a similar colorway to it. We've seen them do it plenty of times. This is one that really comes to mind with the Travis Scott mocha and then the dark mocha. But standard laces, nothing special, no extra pair. So we can see you do have the sail midsole. That's popular with pretty much every Travis Scott you see, and definitely with the dark mocha colorway. You can see on the white leather on the quarter panel and on the toe box, it's decent. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. It's definitely got some buttery texture to it. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get up on the toe box right there. So as you can see, typical flat black Jordan 1 leather. It does have a nice little bit of bevel to it. It's got a decent texture. Nothing too special, not collab level, but definitely a little bit of a step up from typical Jordan 1 materials. So the toe box does have a nice little bit of pebbling to it. Honestly, I'd say just off the top of my head that this is a little bit better than the high tops in terms of quality. But again, it's the color blocking that we've all seen before. It's an absolutely gorgeous shoe. What I love about this shoe is the fact that it's versatile. It's got black, it's got brown. You can wear it with a lot of different color combinations of clothes. It goes with probably 75 to 80% of my personal wardrobe. So that's a huge plus for me. Probably going to try to double up on this pair so I can run one into the ground and still have a freshie. But yeah, super clean, super classic. Insole, Nike Air, and the tongue tag. This is one thing that is different from the high top. So the tongue tag, you can see it's actually the brown on black. But let's get them out side by side so we can see them together. So this is the high top, right? Y'all know this pair, been around for years. 2020 Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha High. We'll do a little side by each. See what we got here, one on one. Right shoe, yeah. So again, like I said, the first difference that you're going to notice on these is the tongue tag. See, the high top has the white lettering and the low top has the brown. Personally, I like the white a little bit better. I think it stands out a little bit, gives you a little bit of contrast, whereas the brown kind of gets a little lost in the sauce, gets washed in there. But let's take a look around the back first off. First off, to me, the Mochas, it's identical. It's the same thing. It's the same product. But where I do see a little bit of a difference is on the toe box. So we'll put these up together here. And you can see this is the low top on the left here. You can see these on the toe box, that the leather is a little bit better. In my opinion, it's a little bit better on the low top. You get a little bit more of a pebbling, whereas the Mocha 1s, that was one of the big complaints on it. That was one of the big complaints on the Mocha 1s when they dropped, was that the leather was kind of plasticky. I think that the low top in general is a little bit better for sure. Quarter panels, about the same. Quarter panels, you can see, are about the same leather. They got a little bit of texture to them, a little bit of a rippling. Overall, you know, like I said, it's my favorite color blocking. This is my favorite silhouette, so it's hard for me to not put this shoe in one of my top 5s of all time. I didn't get to show you this, but you know, the tongue, stark white. Nothing too special there on the tongue, but I love the shoe. I really, really do. I love the high top. I love the low top. I take care of it. I've worn my high top so many times since I got it. So the high top is funny because when I first saw the shoe, when the images started to come out pre-release, I wasn't that big on it. I really wasn't. It was funny. Like, I don't know, for some reason it just didn't catch my eye, and I actually didn't go for it on release day. And then I think like a week or two later, I went to the mall, and legit, they were everywhere. Everybody had them on foot. I saw what they looked like in person and it was like, oh my God. So off I went to go and paid way more than I should have because they were pretty easy to get on release day. And I kicked myself every day since then. But yeah, so the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha Low, pretty much a 1-to-1 for the high top, just cut in half. I think the leather on the toe box, the black leather, is a little bit better on the lows. It's nothing major. It's nothing groundbreaking better than it is on the high tops, but yeah, I think it's a touch better for sure. So the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha Low, set to hit sneaker shops, boutiques. This will probably hit everywhere for September 21st. Be $140 on the rip. And like I said, stock is not looking great. I know I've just seen the initial reports so far, but like I said, even if it doubles from where it's at right now, it's still not looking great. So if you're looking to get a hold of this pair, particularly if you're a big size, if you're a size 10 plus, these are going to go in the blink of an eye. 9.5 under, yeah, you might be able to wait around a little bit. I don't see these going on sale. I don't see these hitting the outlets except for some probable you know, returns. But these will, I mean, they're not going to be super hard to get, but I think you're going to have to try for sure. You're going to have to try to get your hands on a pair of these. So let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Feel free to ask any questions. Again, for me, I know it's not much. It's not your super hype collab, but for me, this has got to be one of my top 5 of all time. I love this shoe. You're going to see this in steady rotation. Follow me on Instagram at uncle.chrissy. You will see this shoe a lot. The Air Jordan 1 Dark Mocha Low. Take one more look around the outside. Toe box. All right, stay tuned for just a second. I'm going to put these on and give you all some on foots. Gorgeous pair in my opinion. Overall, you know, I don't know, I give it a high 8, like an 8.7, but again, that's just me, my personal preference. I love the silhouette, I love the color blocking. So hopefully if you like and you can get your hands on a pair, September 21st is the date. And yeah, let's get these bad boys on. So as far as sizing go, it's a Jordan 1. Try not to overthink it. Get your typical Jordan 1 size and you'll be just fine. I'm a size 10 and on my J1s, and these are a 10. They fit just fine. One thing I will note, though, and perhaps this is just my mind playing tricks on me a little bit or some wishful thinking, but I swear, compared to the other Jordan 1 low OGs, these have a little more bounce to them. I don't know if they changed the undercarriage or put a little more cushion to them, but I swear these have a little bit more bounce. I love the feel, love the look. You're not going to be disappointed with this shoe, not by a long shot.